Okay, babe, so you may not remember, but if you do, what is the best Christmas gift you ever received?
That is tough. It is, but two things come to mind that I would say would be the two things for sure that would be my absolute favorite gifts I've ever received for Christmas. One more so than the other. The other, they're both sentimental, but for different reasons. So the first would be Pokemon Heart Gold for the Nintendo DS, which is, I feel like, maybe my favorite Pokemon game of all time. Through the entire franchise, the whole series to date, it was my favorite. I absolutely loved that game whatsoever. Like, that was the best. The amount of hours I poured in that game, crazy. My absolute favorite. The other, I would say, were a pair of Kenneth Cole reaction boots that my mother got me. I wore those boots faithfully for years. Years. From a young teenager to the point where I got married. My wife was the one who said it's time to let them go. You know, they're falling apart, they're rocked over. They it's time to retire the boots. And fun fact about those boots, we used to call them my Negan boots because this was also around the time that The Walking Dead was out, and the character Negan that was portrayed by Jeffrey Dean Morgan was one of my favorite characters on the show, and he had some mean biker boots. And these boots were very similar to the ones he wore in the show. And I loved them. Absolutely loved them. Wore them for years. So yeah, I'd say those two would be my favorite Christmas gifts I've ever received.